Everybody out there, we are flying from where the U.S. Open golf tournament was at Pinehurst near Charlotte. So this would be one of the airports. I decided to land at Fayetteville, which was a little bit east. But Charlotte, I have a friend that's going down to Charlotte to visit some people. She follows the golf. And then it turns out that we've got the Indy Cars in town here on the West Coast at, we used to call it Laguna Seca. Now I think it's Weather Tech Raceway. They get a sponsor, and of course they write a nice check so they can get their name on the raceway. So we're back on the heading back for the West Coast, and the race is probably starting out there any minute now. I pretty much go with a few live things. I was watching the golf live. That was quite an ending with Bryce. Was it Bryce DeChambeau? I'm not sure. Bryson DeChambeau. Anyway, it was a good match between he and Rory McIlroy. Roy's been a long while since he won his first two, and Bryson's a little younger, so he managed to get his second. So the golfers are heading for Scotland. They're going to play at Royal Troon Golf Course, which was probably first mapped out a few holes back in the 1700s. It might go back to 1600s. Oh my goodness. It would have been something else. But in recorded history, the turn of the last century, the early 1900s, they started recording what took place and the scores and that kind of thing. But that's where it all began for the golf, where it all began for the racing. That was in Europe, and then came to the United States. So here we go, and it's a curved course, so we'll end off heading a little bit northwest, and then end up coming into Monterey with a little bit southwest to adjust to the curvature of the United States. So here we can get rid of this. That would have helped. See what we're doing here. This, I believe, is Nashville. No, Telluride. That's Telluride. Nashville's over here. So we do fly over Nashville, and then I get where the Ohio River comes into the Mississippi River, and that would be probably right about. I'm not gonna move the chart now, but I think this is Lake Kentucky Lake, maybe right in there. I know Pittsburgh isn't over there. Joplin, Missouri. So Missouri, and then would see. Let's see here. Can't quite pick up the Mississippi River. What's this? We're just taking a little too much time getting situated. I'll know the Mississippi when I see it. But the Ohio River and the Mississippi join up south of St. Louis. I had it. Oh, here's St. Louis right here. Here's St. Louis. So the Ohio River comes in down here about where I am. This could be the Ohio River. It doesn't come up here at St. Louis. There's another river that comes down that intersects there, but I don't know what that is. It will go in here. So I mistake this as the Ohio River. There's St. Louis, Lambert Field. Yeah, and there's Nashville, and right after Nashville we're going to see Lake Kentucky. It's an interesting shaped lake. So let's get going. Look at how it maneuvers around. And that's pretty good. Let's get going. So we click fly. That's the old DC-3 over the Golden Gate Bridge. I was born the day the Golden Gate Bridge opened, May 27, 1937. And the DC-1 maybe was flying about then. DC-1, DC-2, they quickly went to a DC-2, which looked like the DC-3. This is booting up.
Experimental 527 Bravo Charlie ready for departure to the north at runway 36 right.
So we're going to head to the north. Going to go to the north, and then we're going to swing west, heading a little bit northwest 030 to get on track for Nashville. And we'll go outside here, and we're going to get rid of the weather. We'll get that to there, and we'll bring the midday. Yeah, we can kind of go a little. Yeah, that's pretty good. That helps with the resolution. So when we take off, we're going to go a bit to the right. Let's kind of turn things on here so I don't get flustered. Right here, right there, and then we'll got the brakes on, but you need more than the brakes, so you need to pull this on. Let's see if this works. We'll go outside, start up on the power. Yeah, that's working. Back inside, power, full power, turn on the afterburners. There we go, and then we click off the hold, and we launch, and we're going to make a quick turn to the right. There we go, wheels up, no flaps.
Experimental 7 Bravo Charlie, continue for north departure. Experimental 7 Bravo Charlie, leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
There's
Charlotte Tower Experimental 527 Bravo Charlie frequency change.
There's downtown Charlotte. There's back at the airport. Then we're going to come around to Norman Lake and get on course. And we'll look for Norman Lake. That's probably it right there. A little quarry right in the middle of Charlotte. There's back to the airport. Downtown will be right behind us. And then we'll look for that's probably Wiley Lake right there, and then Norman Lake is up to the north. As I understand, and that was one of my first students, was Norman Wiley. And before he had a license, he owned a brand new Piper Comanche, which I managed to fly all over the place with and without him. He would let me use it if I put fuel in it. Now let's go inside here, see what we're doing. We're at Mach 9. We'll see if we can get it. And we're at 11,000 feet, so we want to drop the nose down a little bit, get through the sound barrier. There we go. And now we can bring the nose back up a little bit, not much. And we'll look outside, see if we see Nashville coming up. Mach 1.6, 13,000 feet. Take us a little while to get scooting here. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. This could be the Blue Ridge Mountains. Is that what they call it? In Tennessee. It's the extension of the Appalachians, is what I figure. Okay, 20,006, Mach 1.69. We're getting there. See if we can spot Nashville. It's after this string of mountains here. Should be going right over Nashville, and we can come up with the chart. And Nashville, I could have looked up. Here we got the noise behind us. That may be it. KAVL. Asheville. No. And let's see. Should be able to see this. This is probably Nashville here. Maybe Asheville is right next to Nashville. It's just outside of town. I don't see anything on my laptop that tells me. I don't see anything there. So we'll just pretend that this is Nashville right down there. It's definitely got a river running through it. And we'll just pull it up one more time. See, we're almost right on course. Yeah, just pretend it's Nashville. The Blue Ridge Mountains. We'll look back here. I think that's the Blue Ridge Mountains right there. And let's see. Yeah, we're going to kick in our scramjets are going to kick in. Now we're really going to start moving. Let's see what this is here. There's Knoxville, Tennessee, right ahead. And let's see what didn't have the switch on. I thought I hit it. There we go. That's why you need a pilot, to make sure the switches get thrown. All right, now we're really gonna get moving. We're climbing. We're gonna go on up to 100,000 feet. So we're just coming up on Knoxville, Tennessee. Right down there. Knoxville. And we're really moving out. We'll get out here so we can see what we want to see. Let's see what we're doing. Okay, there's 68, we're Mach 6. We keep climbing. You're coming up on maybe Joplin. We should be seeing the Mississippi here. I'm too far along here. Yeah, this should be the Mississippi coming down. It really gets moving so fast that I can't keep track. Let's see if we see. There we are, 90,000, and big town right here. There's Nashville. We're right over Nashville, right there. Okay, now Tennessee. So then the next here is the Mississippi, and here's where I get mixed up on the Ohio River coming down and intersecting. No, this is the lake. This is Kentucky Lake. Kentucky Lake. And then we have the Mississippi River. And now I can see the Ohio River off here to our right. There we're at 100,000 feet, so we can start leveling off, cutting the corner. So up the Mississippi, the Ohio and Mississippi intersect to become the Mississippi. Then looking down to the south is Memphis. And looking up to the north, here's the Mississippi going off that way, is St. Louis. And that's the Ohio River right there. Okay, and we're 113,000 feet. We can push this down just slightly. And it'll keep our nose from going up out of sight. And we're shooting across. And then Springfield, Missouri. We should see that. Let's see if we bring that up here. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of south, but we can cut the corner a little bit. I get back on 273. Lost a little altitude. It doesn't like the G-forces I was pulling. Now we got it going back up. And let's see where we are here. Here we are. And getting back to the middle of the country. We're probably getting over Kansas about now. Let's see what this little town is right here. Right. Pull this down. And we're going down again. We getting back. See what this is right here. Yeah, it's Springfield. There's Springfield. There's Springfield right there. And I don't know what that lake is, but Springfield's going to be right in there. And we got to get back on course. Is this Joplin, Missouri? No. Just JL. And back up to 80,000, so we're starting to get red hot again. Here we go back across our course. We just crossed our course line. Come to the left. Now that we're on course, I should have anticipated that. And we're going to start seeing the Rockies up ahead. I'm a little early on that. When it starts getting lighter, a little less green. So let's get it back on course. What's this? This right here? Wichita? Probably Wichita right in there. Yeah, that's Wichita. Okay, now we're back on course. Yeah, and you just follow the lines. You just follow the lines. 117,000 feet. Mach 9.7. Now we're moving out. So we're coming up on Wichita, Kansas. Bring up the chart. I guess we got by there. Yeah, we got by Wichita. Now we're out in the middle of Kansas, coming up on Colorado. Garden City, Kansas. Still over in Kansas. I'll look down here. These lines, there are some rivers, but these lines probably are just from the taking of the photos from the satellite. That's Garden City. And when we get over here to so looking at this is going to be Colorado Springs, Fort Carson, Colorado. And now we can see the Rockies coming up. it's better to keep a little eye on, like in here, you can keep it on an even keel. But I'm about showing the pictures, the pretty pictures. Let's look out, catch the Rockies coming up. Definitely different than the breadbasket. And this river, I guess, imagine we're around Dodge City. We passed Wichita. And I'm going to guess, well, we're coming up on Pueblo. See what this is. Silver West Cliff, Colorado. Don't know what that is. Get that out. Let's see what we have here. Del Norte. No, there's nothing I know there. C-24. Yeah, we'll look up toward Denver. How's that? And let's see if we got Denver right up here. I'm not finding Denver. But it's up there. Straight up the road. Now we're getting out over we're going to see Telluride down along in here. And let's see if we pick up Telluride. It's going to be Creed, Del Norte. I'm going to be seeing Salt Lake City here in a minute. I can't. There it is, Telluride. Telluride. That's Telluride. We're going right by Telluride. Now look down. And that's probably Telluride right along in there somewhere. Now we're going to be coming out into Utah. Utah, let's see what this is here. Blanding, Utah. I don't know about Blanding. Don't know about Blanding. But we are over Utah. And then we're coming down here to Page, Colorado. And this is all the Colorado River coming down here. And this may be like the San Jose River coming in there. And this is Lake Powell off to our left. And then right after that, if we're right on course here, is we're going to find UT 54. It's right in there, so OUT, so that it doesn't come up. But anyway, we'll look back at Lake Powell and Bryce Canyon. No, Bryce Canyon's up ahead. Glen Canyon Dam and the city of of Page, Arizona. And then we look on down toward Las Vegas. Will be down that way. And then right along in here, we go by Zion, and Zion and Bryce Canyon are right down in here. Beautiful. We're right on course. We're going to start seeing my old stomping grounds. Yeah, we're doing pretty well holding our altitude. We'll look down and see if we see, yeah, possibly that's Lake Mead down there, and Las Vegas would be down that way. Here's Las Vegas. Yeah, LAS, Las Vegas. Henderson Executive, right in Las Vegas. So we're staying pretty close to Mach 9, and we're going to start getting across Nevada. Pretty soon we'll be seeing the Sierras. Getting back on course. Look up. Used to call this no man's land. It's just vast country here. Yeah, we're looking down at Las Vegas. Sits right in this little valley right there. And we'll start looking out to the Sierras are right up here. Death Valley is down in there, and then Mount Whitney is going to be up here over here on the left. And where are we? 100,000 feet. So we're holding that. We're back up to Mach 9. And now we can see Mono Lake. I don't know what the white patch is up there. There, it went away. I saw you. This is Blythe. This little area in here is Blythe. And down here is like Lone Pine, and Mount Whitney is right on the left. And then from there, back over in this area, one of these little depressions here is Death Valley. Furnace Creek. And it could be two over. This could be right Furnace Creek or right in here. Is the lowest point in the United States, continental limits. The highest point is right in there. And now we should be able to see Monterey Bay. And we'll look up the white sheet up there is just north of Lake Tahoe is up there. And then right here near Mono Lake is Mammoth Mountain. And just over the ridge from Mammoth Mountain down and right about in there is Yosemite. Yosemite is right in there. So what we have to do is we have to start shutting things off here. We'll shut off the scramjets. And we leave the throttles up and it'll start slowing down. We can see the Monterey Bay right there. Right there, we can look up to San Francisco Bay and Golden Gate Bridge, and the city of San Francisco is right there. Then we're over the San Joaquin Valley. Fresno is probably right under us. Right back in there is Fresno, down to Bakersfield, all the way down to LA. There's the Santa Barbara Islands, Channel Islands, right there. Santa Barbara would be right along in there, and Big Sur would be right there. Now we got to just shut everything off. Oh, we got up to 158,000 feet. But we will just do a little cruising around here, just to enjoy being back to California, looking all the way up here to Point Reyes, north of San Francisco. And coming down, here's Half Moon Bay. Coming down here, San Jose's right in there. We're pointed right where the Salinas River goes out at Moss Landing. Santa Cruz right over there, and Monterey. So Laguna Seca's right there. We'll lose some altitude here and just kind of swing down. We could look closer at Laguna Seca. Then we'll just land coming back in on runway 10. So right there is Laguna Seca, and the Indy Cars could be running right this minute. And of course they call it Weather Tech Raceway. There's Monterey and Pacific Grove. We'll look at the whole peninsula. Here's Pebble Beach. Here's Carmel Valley. Point Lobos is where my granddaughter's working this summer. I have a summer camp for kids out there, so she's working on that. And then Big Sur is right back there. And we're gonna put the air brakes out. Where are we? 27,000 feet. We'll start coming around to land on runway 10. Get the nose up. There, we're back below the speed of sound. Get back on the tail. And keep coming down. I got everything at idle. This is flight idle right here. We won't be turning on any we got to get the brakes off and come up on power. Keep it at about 200. Again, this is looking back across to Santa Cruz and north. We're looking back into the sun. Let's move the sun around here. Move it to later in the day. 12,000 feet. 200 to 300 miles an hour is good. Now let's sharpen up our picture here a little. Move the sun back. Right there. That'll help. Drop it down to 3,000 feet. So again, Pacific Grove and Pebble Beach is right in there. This is Carmel Bay. This is the Monastery Beach to the south. You're looking back up the Carmel Valley right there. The little city of Carmel is right down there. And the racing is out here on the way over to Salinas. You drive right by the airport, and right about midpoint, it's dark now. If you're right over the track, it would be a lighter color. And now we can put the wheels down. Looking down the coast to Big Sur, and that's probably Point Lobos that's right off our nose. My granddaughter's not working today. There's Pebble Beach coming into view. Let's get back, make sure we're on course. We go right inland, right at Spanish Bay. Which is right in here is Spanish Bay. Yeah, the Spanish thought they'd found Monterey Bay. Right here. That's how it got its name. They didn't have GPS back then. Keep it right at about 200. This is Monterey Peninsula Country Club. Is two 18-hole courses right in here. They got maybe seven golf courses right on this peninsula here. Maybe as many as 10. I'm not going to try to count them up right now. Yeah, that's Spanish Bay Hotel right under our tail, coming into view there. 300 rooms plus. And they have some townhomes right in there. Not quite lined up. That's downtown Monterey right off our nose. Get over and get lined up here. Carmel Valley is disappearing behind the hill that's between Monterey and Carmel Valley. Right at 200. Keep it at 200. Here's the Coast Guard Pier. Then the two other piers, Fisherman's Wharf and Wharf 2, are right under us, but they don't show up. That's global warming. The oceans are rising. Okay, we got a dropper down here. I'll shut up now and land it. See if I can put it on. That's about right. There we go. Get the speed brakes out. Put the regular brakes on. There, we won't make everybody sick today. Runway 10. Then they're making some alterations here. My old stomping ground where I used to be a flight instructor, Monarch Aviation. I don't think this building was ever here on the left. And over across the field was the Navy School, so they had a couple of big hangars over there. Built back during World War II. Navy still has a little real estate over there. But over on this side where the fuel truck is, none of that's there anymore. They're flying a lot of direct flights out of here, and you can see the parking behind there. So they're not going to have any buildings, I believe, on the left. And my old flight school was right on the left there. And that's gone. So they've already eliminated that. They've got parking. So I don't think this building is here. It's all parking over there. And he wants to take me over to parking. We'll just park right here in front of the terminal. The flight school is moved down over here. So we'll come in here and tell them to get our bags out, and we're heading out to the racetrack. There we go. Yeah, we'll look at it this way. They have the rental cars parked down in there. And Del Monte Aviation is still in existence. They don't have a flight school anymore. And then around the corner is Millionaire, or whatever they call it now, for jets and so forth. Okay, there you go. I'll get back in here, shut down. Oh, right over here. That'll shut it down. That's all secured. There's no hatch on this, so I imagine we have a trapdoor that we climb out of. And then back outside, we'll take a look at it this way. Get a little reflection off the building there. Yeah, everything changes over time. So the old flight school, none of this is here. This is all parking back in there. I don't think none of this exists. And then back across the field is where general aviation goes in and out. And at the far end of the field here. At the far end of the field, down in here. The flight school, we may get some lessons from my granddaughter. Is going to be right about down in there. A lot of taxiing to get to runway 28, which is behind us. Okay, thanks for riding along. Take care. Bye-bye.